Apple makes the news again as the iPhone 6 lands record sales. News sources describe Google's plans for the HTC Nexus 9, and the Galaxy Alpha is close to a carrier near you. I'm Jaime Rivera, I am out of town, and yeah, I know, I did forget the green screen, but hey, this is the Pocketnow Daily. Let's begin today with what's official, as I know some of you are out there thinking about the Galaxy Alpha in the United States, and AT&T has just announced that they will be picking up the phone. You can order it officially as of September 26th, but probably one of the most interesting features of this phone is the $200 price tag when you're pretty much getting lesser specifications than the Galaxy S5 only for aluminum. So links in the description and let us know in the comments if you are interested in this phone. And speaking of AT&T, probably one of the funniest things about the carrier this year was waiting for the PadFone X to ever launch in the carrier. And we have heard rumors of the company carrying the PadFone Mini, and today we get more reports that the company will, but apparently this PadFone will be significantly different to the one that we see in Asia and in Europe. So links in the description for full details on the differences in specifications, though again, we do not have a launch date. And hey, what did you expect? iPhone 6 weekend just happened and Apple just launched its numbers. The company has just confirmed that it sold record numbers, above 10 million units in opening weekend. And yeah, think about the fact that they also had 4 million units in pre-order. So it's interesting to see that Apple only changed the size of these phones and actually landed so many sales. The biggest question is, how are things going to be after the company launches it in more countries by this Friday? And one of the biggest concerns we have with Android L is how many Google Nexus devices are going to be supporting it, as we do know that the company has done a terrible job in supporting legacy hardware with previous updates. And as it turns out, we already have confirmation that there are some Google employees that are testing the Nexus 4 with Android L. So it could be that they are just rocking Nexus 4s and they have Android L because they can, or it could be that we are getting this update for the Nexus 4, which would be the first time that Google actually supports a phone this old. Stay tuned as we get more details eventually. And finally, for the very interesting news, if we could call them that way, I think these are rumors of the day, we get details from very credible sources as to why Google is giving HTC the business of the Nexus 9. It turns out that the company has not refreshed the Nexus 10 from Samsung because apparently they do not want to give Samsung any more business, given the fact that Samsung already has enough success on its own. It turns out that they want to boost sales for another OEM, and this time it will be HTC, and apparently the Nexus 9 is going to be the successor to the Nexus 10. It's not really the successor to the Nexus 7, which is really interesting, but that leads me to the question of today. Are you happy with the fact that Google is selecting HTC over Samsung over a sales figure? Because in my case, honestly, for me, it's not just that. I feel that we do deserve better hardware. The Nexus 10 had decent hardware, not really great, but leave us a comment down below. What do you think? Friends, you know the drill. If you want to get the news earlier before this video is filmed, make sure you follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. You can also follow me on Twitter, Jaime_Rivera. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I am Jaime Rivera. Thank you very much for watching, and we will hopefully see you tomorrow.